Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's Noble Beer Reviews. Today I have a beer from a company that I have not done a review for yet. And not only have I not done a review for this yet, I believe this is their first packaged product. They've had their stuff packaged before that were in collaborations with other breweries like Burial, but they were done through the Burial canning line, and I believe brewed at Burial, so I don't really count that. I think this is the first thing they've done that's been packaged just by them, their own beer. So this is Zillicoah. It's from Zillicoah Brewing Company, or Zillicoah Beer Company. Sorry, that's the official name. That's also a hat I got. And they are out of I forget the technical town name is, but it's right outside of Asheville, so I consider it Asheville, North Carolina. So this beer doesn't have a name per se. It just says Saison, Belgian style ale. It says dry, crisp, classic. Which when I hear that, it makes me think that this is going to be like a clean Saison. It says Pilsner malt, a bruisey rye malt, Saaz hops. But then it says open fermented, so I don't know if that means there actually is like some sort of mixed culture in this, or if it pretty much is classic, but just like a little funky. I really have no idea what to expect. But I've had wild and clean beers from these guys, and they've all been really, really great, so I don't think it's really going to matter. And I'm sure I'll appreciate it either way, so we'll see. Oh, that was an aggressive sound, but it didn't gush, so I guess that just means it's going to be pretty lively, which is good for the style. So. And I kind of got turned on to these guys by one of the bottle shop owners around me, and then I also found out that the owner / brewer also brewed at Fauna Flora, so that definitely made me think, okay, this guy probably knows what the hell he's doing. So, so it is a little carby. As you can see, it pours a cloudy, nice, darker straw color with a really, really fluffy white head that's just sticking around, which is really, really nice for this style of beer. Wow, so it smells like it actually is clean. I'm really surprised. Not that that's a bad thing by any means. I'm just really surprised. So, in my opinion, what their strong suit has been, I guess I shouldn't say strong suit, but what they seem to have on tap more than anything else is like classic German lager styles. But they're honestly some of the best ones I've ever had. Definitely some of the best ones down here. In Pennsylvania, there's more lagers that you can find readily accessible that are really good between something like Sly Fox and Victory. But down here, not as much. Sans like Fauna Flora and Resident Culture do some pretty good ones, but the ones that they do, they serve them in like big skinny mugs, but they're like super, super crushable, awesome beers. So this isn't a lager, but it's just that they're doing another sort of clean, traditional style is exciting for me. It smells really, really grainy. I would say kind of like two-row, but there's a little bit of a little bit more like spiciness to it. There's definitely a little bit of noble hop character, and there's also a little bit of minerality to it too. I don't think it's that this is like mixed culture because of that, but there is just like a little bit of a wild aroma, but not wild in a sense that like there's anything that I smell that makes me think it's going to be tart. which is like an earthy character. Yeah, it just smells really, really great. I'm pretty excited to taste this. Wow. Honestly, that's one of the best clean traditional. I shouldn't say traditional because I know traditional saisons weren't really necessarily clean because they just didn't have the ability to control that. But I would say this is one of the best clean saisons I've ever had. It has the nice, like pale two-row malt at the beginning. The sweetness level is actually probably a little bit higher than most saisons, but it's not to a point where it's detracting from the beer. Then it kind of folds into this like slightly spicy, yeasty character. There is a little bit of earthy notes. I'm assuming that's from the hops, but it's also maybe because it's in a green bottle. There's almost like a tiny hint of skunking too, which is making me think of DuPont. But this is like such a great simple beer. Excuse me. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be disappointed when they have this because they thought it was going to be a mixed culture sour saison, which it is not. It's completely clean, but it is absolutely freaking delicious. Honestly, the only complaint I would have is that I wish it was like slightly more dry. Not quite as sweet as it is. But that's being really nitpicky because it is an absolutely fantastic beer. And on the back end, it really has like this really big earthy, like it's like a blend of like dandelions and honey. It's really weird. It almost reminds me of like a beer to meal, like a honey saison. And that would also probably be contributed to the sweetness too. But this is like, basically to me, this is like as wild and earthy and as natural as you can make a beer taste without it actually having wild yeast in it. I mean, it says it's open fermented, but there's zero acidity in this, like zero, so I still wouldn't necessarily call it a wild beer, and I'm not getting any like Brett flavors either, so it's definitely clean. Anyways, this $7.50 was $16, and I bought it at a bottle shop that is kind of, I don't want to say notorious because that makes it sound like a really bad thing, but their stuff is marked up to a decent markup, but they also get stuff in that no one else gets, so I have no problem with it at all. And this is a good example of that because this was actually released today at Zillicoah for their anniversary, and I almost considered driving out to Asheville, which is about 2 hours from me. Well, I was thinking about it, I was like, I don't know if I want to go that far, I'll just go the next time I'm there. And then I woke up this morning, I was looking through my, I was looking on Facebook real quick to just check out a couple of Charlotte breweries before I went down there. And the bottle shop that I was talking about, they posted that they had bottles of this in today. I was like, oh my god. Not only that they got it in, and it was like they're a really small brewery and a small batch anniversary release, but also they were selling it the same day as the anniversary. So like I got to try it just as quick as anybody else. So yeah, this is absolutely a home run. I'm really happy that this is clean and not mixed culture. I mean, I know they're going to crush the mixed culture stuff. One, because the guy came from Fauna Flora. Two, I've had a couple of their things. And anything I've had from them that was, like, wild in any realm, like their regular Berliner Weiss, not fruited or anything, is so clean and crisp. I mean, it is more like champagne than any Berliner Weiss I've ever had. It is unbelievably drinkable. So I can't wait till they start packaging that kind of stuff too. But they did one other bottle for their anniversary. It's a hoppy farmhouse ale. So I don't think that's going to be sour either. It says that there's bread in it, so it should be funky at least. But I don't think that's going to be sour either. So this is a really, really great start, and I cannot wait to drink that other one. So again, absolutely a buy. Seek these guys out. This one and that other bottle are the only thing you're going to be able to get, because I honestly don't even think they do growlers. It's literally just you go there on tap and that's it. So unless you're in the Asheville area, this is the only way to get their stuff. So trade for this if you like classic Saison. It's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I think that's all I got in this one. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.